Hello, everybody. So, I'm in the office right now. I am going to be doing a recap of this book that I'm reading. It's called The Artist Way by Jules. I'll tag it in the description below. I'm at work right now, but it's lunch, and I'm the only one in the office right now. I don't know for how long, because sometimes people want to come through and ask for stuff during lunch. Anyway, I just wanted to do this quickly because I have to go off and go get my lunch. So I have completed week 1. I'm currently in week 2, but I'm going to be doing a video for each week. So like what really made me want to go on this journey, someone just opened the door. Anyway, so what really motivated me to go on this journey is because I feel like within the last year, after I left varsity, moved back home, I've really been going through just like a state of creative stagnation, right? I've just been in such a rut. Even though a lot of things happened, I graduated, I started this internship, and I met new people, and but creatively speaking, I feel like I wasn't moving at all. I felt like there was no light at the end of the tunnel at all. And I am actively getting out of that rut right now to save myself, because ain't nobody gonna come save me. So yeah, that's what I will be doing. And I know I'm pretty sure I'm talking to other creatives as well out there. I really recommend that you start this book. One person that really inspired me to really get into it is Doji. This book, I've done it before, not completely. I kind of gave up in the beginning. I honestly really gave up in week 1 because they have this thing where you have morning pages where you need to write every morning. You have to journal 3 pages, and it is something that's mandatory. And I was just like, I'm not doing that. And then I just stopped the entire thing. It's a 12-week journey, but feel free to look into it yourself. I'll be taking you through week 1. Okay, now you see I went out of that tab because somebody wanted something. So week 1 was about recovering a sense of safety. It says here, this week initiates your creative recovery. You may feel both giddy and defiant, hopeful and skeptical. The readings, tasks, and exercises aim at allowing you to establish a sense of safety, which will enable you to explore your creativity with less fear, right? So the first subcategory that I went through, that is not the word that I'm looking for, but the first subcategory here, it talks about shadow artists, right? And from how I understand it and the way that I interpret it is that there's a time and place to be a shadow artist, but you can't be a shadow artist forever. And as people, or as quote unquote inexperienced people, we prefer to shadow people that we look up to. But the problem with that is you never feel qualified enough to yourself step into that spotlight and be the qualified person that other people are going to shadow, etc. And because of that, you're kind of denying your own greatness because you're always seeing yourself as a shadow artist, and that is where you are going to be stuck because you're waiting for the perfect time, the perfect opportunity to step into that spotlight. But you should be demanding it yourself. You should be demanding on the spotlight yourself. That is how other people got there, right? And one thing that I really want to do, well, referring to my vision board, audacity is my motto for the year. I feel like I don't have enough audacity. And one thing really stood out for me here. I highlighted it, but I'm probably going to refer to it a bit later because I feel like I'm just jumping from here and there and here and there. But basically what it says about shadow artists, it says too intimidated to become artists themselves, very often too low in self-worth to even recognize that they have an artistic dream. These people become shadow artists instead. Artists themselves, but ignorant of their true identity. Shadow artists are to be found shadowing declared artists. I don't think I need to touch on that any further, really. And then another subcategory is protecting the artist child within, and it just talks about judging your early artistic efforts, being artistic abuse, which I completely understand and I completely relate to. I feel when I'm looking back at the earlier videos that I've done, I hope there's not somebody knocking on the door. There is. as I was saying, when I look at my previous work, my earliest work, I'm so critical, deconstructively so, you know. And at the time, I was just the girl who was figuring things out. But when I look back at it now, I feel like I'm just like, oh, why did I do this? Why did I say that? Why didn't I focus on this? Da-da-da. But I just think, you know, it really shows how much I have grown. And I really shouldn't talk down on that autistic child because she's the reason that I'm even here. You know what I mean? And when, like, for example, my partner likes bringing up, oh, when I was watching your video or something like that, and I just cringe, I had to tell her, wait, stop it. Because I feel so disconnected and I don't want to hear about my earlier work because I feel like I'm judging it so much. I'm still at that, you know, in that mental state where I'm like, I'm judging it, it's cringy, why did I do it, da-da-da. But I'm not going to take it down or anything like that. Maybe when I'm ready, I'll go back and actually watch it. I know that I'll enjoy it, but I don't know, it's just a certain like disconnection, and I highlighted it because I relate. Judging your early artistic efforts, artist abuse, I am my biggest bully. Now, oh yes, another one that I highlighted of the subcategory is that we want to be great, immediately great, but that is not how recovery works. It is an awkward, tentative, even embarrassing process. Very embarrassing. But we're gonna cringe through it, okay? There will be many times when we won't look good to ourselves or anyone else. We need to stop demanding that we do. It is impossible to get better and look good at the same time. Period. The other subcategory or subheading, your enemy within, core negative beliefs. I feel like that one really like speaks to itself. Just basically beliefs that you have created in your head that might be real, might not be factual, but things, excuses and stuff that usually like hold you back. Some of the examples that are here are that, oh, I don't have good enough ideas, I'll have to be alone, you know, stuff like that. I'm really not going to touch too much on that one now. And then also talks about your ally within, affirmative weapons. I feel like that speaks for itself. Or the one that I wanted to talk about earlier is this part that I highlighted about audacity. It says, all too often, it is audacity and not talent that moves an artist to center stage, which is so true. Because I, as an artist myself, have seen other people's artwork being showcased in these great galleries, and I'm just like, I can do so much better than this. And yes, I know that it is jealousy and me being envious, but I have to realize that what that person has that I don't have is audacity. Even if I think, self-proclaimed, that I have, you know, more talent and my capability is much more and I have much more potential, it means nothing because that person is actually doing something and is being audacious and saying, I'm taking up space, I am here, and you're gonna put my work in your gallery and I'm gonna get paid, right? So it's about time to just be audacious, man. Like, let me shake things. I think my colleague is coming. I'll carry on later. So in closing, this is now the next day. I couldn't finish the other video later, and I think it's better that I do it now because I have such a busy day today. In closing, there are, I think, 10 tasks for week 1 that I had to do, which I did my best to do. Majority of them, I think they're very helpful. Others, I'm just like, I don't know why this is even necessary, you know, like what's even the point of this? But I think because I'm trying to learn something and I'm on a journey, I should just do it anyway. You know what I mean? But if you want to hop on the train, hop on the train. But then I guess I'll see you guys in the next video for week 2. Bye.